In just a little bit, we'll be unveiling signs that will be installed alongside our freeways in the coming days. I'm Sergio Ramirez. I'm proud to be Anaheim's Economic Development Director. I'm also proud to gather with you today to mark the greatest recognition for Little Arabia yet. In the next 2 weeks, our partners at Caltrans will be installing signs along the 5 and 91 freeways. These signs will direct visitors to Anaheim's first cultural district and all that Little Arabia has to offer. We're in a special area that's more than just a place for business. Little Arabia is a place where people of different backgrounds come together to pursue their dreams. The story of Little Arabia is a story of immigrants who leave their homeland to build better lives for their families. It's a familiar story for many, including myself. I'm the son of parents who came here from Peru and Mexico with dreams of a better life. In Little Arabia, we are proud to be home to more than 70 businesses owned by those of Middle Eastern and North African heritage. Their American dreams have taken root here in Anaheim. And the beauty of Little Arabia, it's a place for everyone. With this new cultural district, we will have understanding and friendship among people of different cultures. Visitors to Disneyland and our iconic venues will also be able to come here and experience authentic cuisine and culture. Before I introduce our speakers, dignitaries, and community partners, I want to take a moment to thank the residents, business owners, and community stakeholders who joined us over our year-long study that analyzed what was needed and what was possible for the Brookhurst corridor. I was able to see firsthand people of different backgrounds and different points of view come together to unite for their interest to enhance Brookhurst corridor. On behalf of the city, I want to thank some of our partners in this process whose support was invaluable. If I may ask our dignitaries or their representatives to please stand for recognition, starting with Congressman Lou Correa's office. We have California State Senator Tom Umberg, State Senator Josh Newman's office, Assemblymember Sharon Quirk-Silva, Assemblymember Avelino Valencia's office, Supervisor Doug Chafee's office, I believe Supervisor Vicente Sarmiento's office. And I also would like to recognize Mayor Pro Tem Norma Campos Kurtz, who was part of the Little Arabia Working Committee. I believe she was in travel back from DC trying to make the meeting. We also have I would also like to recognize Anaheim City Council members. We have Councilmember Natalie Rubalcaba with District 3. I also would like to provide a special thank you to City Manager Jim Vanderpool, Assistant City Manager Greg Garcia, and Deputy City Manager Ted White for all their support in this process. A special thank you to my partner in Public Works, Director Rudy Amami, who helped facilitate this process. So Rudy, thank you for your help with Caltrans. There are so many that we owe thanks to. Allow me to also collectively recognize our prior city council members who helped establish Little Arabia, and our county, state, federal, and other partners who helped make today possible. I would like to give a special thanks to our partners at Caltrans and our consultants at Siriusa, Gerardo De Santos, who helped facilitate these signs. We all know that these signs couldn't have come fast enough, but thank you to Caltrans and all their hard work. We were able to make these signs happen, so thank you. So please join me in a round of applause for everybody who supported and helped make today possible. Now, I would like to introduce Anaheim's Mayor, the Honorable Ashley Aiken. Madam Mayor.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. And thank you very much to Sergio for that nice introduction. Welcome to what is an absolute milestone moment for Little Arabia, for Brookhurst, and all of Anaheim. This is a moment, as we know, that has been years in the making. And it is a result of our community's work to gain recognition for a true cultural treasure in our city. In just a few minutes, we will unveil a life-size replica of the signs that are soon going to be along the 5 freeways and the 91 freeways. And while I don't need to share this with anybody that is here, we are about to tell the world, Little Arabia is here. And as the mayor of Anaheim, I can tell you, our city could not be prouder. The story of Little Arabia is truly the story of Anaheim itself. Immigrants who came here looking for a better life and bettered our city in the process. That is how our city was born in 1857. And that is how this part of Brookhurst was reborn more than 4 decades ago. Like so many city streets, this part of Brookhurst fell behind in the 70s and 80s. The post-war boom, which was its birth, had given way to businesses that weren't always positive for this community. But that started to change with the first wave of newcomers from Egypt, Lebanon, and Palestine. Where others had left Brookhurst, they embraced it. Many fled upheaval back home, while always keeping their home in their hearts. Soon others came from Jordan, Syria, Morocco, and across northern Africa. Little Arabia has since welcomed generations of newcomers from Iraq, Syria, and Afghanistan. It speaks to the spirit of marhaba, or the gracious welcoming that defines Arabic culture. Along the way, our friends in Little Arabia have built a community of bakeries, cafes, restaurants, markets, boutiques, and service businesses that are true gems within the city of Anaheim. Alongside our landmark businesses, including Limbrook Bowl, Mama Cosas, and Cortinas, Little Arabia has made Brookhurst a place where people want to be and want to come from all over Southern California and the world. We as a city are honored to be home to Little Arabia and to showcase all it has to offer. In just a few days, we'll see the actual Little Arabia freeway signs go up. And as Sergio mentioned, and we know, it cannot happen fast enough. But they are coming, for real. They are a hard-fought accomplishment for this community. And we know it wasn't always easy. In January, I was honored to lead our City Council's unanimous vote to bring these freeway signs to life. Gaining recognition for Little Arabia has been a passion of mine, both as a daughter of Anaheim and as your mayor. Little Arabia has always been part of the Anaheim that I know, and it's been my honor to stand in support of this amazing community. And I want to thank everyone that has been a part of this. And that starts with this community, the immigrants, the first-generation families, and everyone who today makes Little Arabia what it is. And then there are those of us that stand with Little Arabia, our county, state, and federal partners, especially our amazing partners at Caltrans, my amazing city council that has been supportive of this every step of the way, including those on the committee, Councilmember Leon and Mayor Pro Tem Kurtz, and the entire Brookhurst corridor. It took all of us to make this happen. Little Arabia is taking its rightful place in our city as we speak. Since July, we've proudly flown banners across Brookhurst, welcoming everyone in the region to Little Arabia. In 2023, We redid the street medians with nods to the rich culture of Little Arabia. And in the months and years to come, we'll continue to build on Little Arabia with more signage, art, and public spaces. So while today has been a long time coming, it is just the beginning. We, as a city, are not done. We look forward to working with you in shaping what is yet to come. And on behalf of Anaheim, thank you. And congratulations on this milestone moment for Little Arabia and the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Brookhurst is in the heart of District 2 here in Anaheim. Councilmember Carlos Leon has been a tireless advocate of both Brookhurst and Little Arabia. Councilmember Leon, may we ask you to come up and please say a few words.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Little Arabia. This is a place that I'm honored to represent on our city council as part of District 2. We're here to celebrate something bigger than a place on a map. Today, we celebrate what makes us Anaheim, our diversity and the invaluable contributions of our immigrant communities. The immigrant story is one of strength, perseverance, boldness, and courage. The Anaheim story is an immigrant story. Little Arabia is an immigrant story. And it's one that resonates with so many, including myself. As a son of Mexican immigrants, I recognize and value the contributions that countless immigrants from across the globe have made here in our city, including the Middle Eastern businesses and restaurants that make up the majority of economic activity throughout this corridor. But even with different backgrounds, we have a shared experience that bonds us. All along Brookhurst, we are a community united in spirit. The signs we will unveil today are a monument to the profound impact that immigrants have had on our community and your years, decades of advocacy. In Southern California, there are few greater acknowledgments than a freeway sign. And now, along with signs guiding people to Disneyland, Angel Stadium, and the Honda Center, soon hundreds of thousands of people will be greeted by those four simple but evocative words: Little Arabia, next exit. And as great as that is, we know that Little Arabia is so much more than a name on a freeway sign. Little Arabia is our local Arab American community's determination, resilience, and triumph, all in one place. Visibility and recognition matter. And these freeway signs are our collective recognition of all that you bring to Anaheim. Most of all, these signs show us that our differences are not barriers, but rather bridges that connect us. From day one, I have made it a priority to work closely with our community to ensure that their voices are not just heard, but validated. Over the past year, we came together to look at the future of this street with the Brookhurst Corridor Study, connecting with residents, business owners, and community members. We heard again and again the importance of Little Arabia and the need to build on what we have. And there is no argument that Brookhurst is a street of great potential. So this celebration today is as much about looking to the future as it is about looking at how far we've come. In the days ahead, we'll all drive by the Little Arabia freeway signs. They will mean something special and something different for everyone. For me, they will symbolize Anaheim's ongoing commitment to celebrating, acknowledging, and supporting the immigrant communities that enrich our lives and play a pivotal role in our local economy. They will symbolize the decades-long advocacy of so many to bring attention to the vibrant cultural community that is Little Arabia. I want to thank our incredible city staff and our partners at Caltrans for making this happen, fellow elected officials from across various levels of government for their support as well as Mayor Aiken, Mayor Pro Tem Kurtz. Look forward to working together with you all. But above all, thank you to the community for placing your trust in me and my office to be partners in this work. Thank you for your patience and for never giving up. I know there's more to do. I'm looking forward to continuing that work together. Today is your day. But even better, so is tomorrow. And we will stand right there with you to continue building a better Little Arabia, a better Brookhurst, and a better city of Anaheim for us all. Thank you all very much.
This is fantastic. It's so great to have so many friends and people who've come together. I also want to recognize Irvine Mayor Farrakhan, who's joined us. Thank you so much, Mayor, for being here and recognizing this special day. Today's is about Little Arabia, and our next speaker is a leader in this community. Mr. Rashad Al-Dabah is Executive Director of the Arab American Civic Council, which has led the charge for the recognition of Little Arabia. He is a fitting representative of everything that is Little Arabia. Rashad was born in Saudi Arabia to a Palestinian father and a Lebanese Armenian mother. He came to America in 1999, following a similar path for many who come from the Middle East. Rashad has given a voice not just to Little Arabia, but to Arab Americans across our city and region. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Rashad Al-Dabah.
Good morning. It all started because of that sign, with that vision. My name is Rashad Al-Dabah. I'm the founder and executive director of the Arab American Civic Council. I'm an immigrant. I came to California as an immigrant to go to college. I was born in Saudi Arabia to a Palestinian father who was born in Gaza and to a Lebanese Armenian mother, and came here in 1999, lived in LA County for a couple of years before moving to Anaheim because I wanted to be close to Little Arabia, because of the community that we have here, because of the small businesses that we have here. This area became my home away from home. This is where I built community. This is where I started a nonprofit organization. This is where I met my wife, and Anaheim is also where my daughter was born. And this is true for tens of thousands of Arab Americans who made Little Arabia their home or a destination or started a business here simply because they wanted a place that they can call home, a place where they feel that is a home away from home. Today marks a monumental moment in the history of our community, a moment that has been 2 decades in the making. After years of tireless engagement, advocacy, and determination, we stand here to witness the unveiling of the freeway sign for Little Arabia. This is not just an installation of a sign. It's a powerful symbol of recognition, pride, and the representation that we have fought so hard to achieve. The idea of Little Arabia started with a simple, urgent need: representation. As we look around, we saw Little Italy, Chinatown, Koreatown, Little Armenia, Little Saigon, and Little Ethiopia, all wonderful destinations that represent the rich diversity of Southern California. But a space to honor the Arab American community's contributions, its heritage, its culture, its businesses, was still missing. This freeway sign is a recognition of the decades of hard work and unique identity that Little Arabia brings to the city of Anaheim. This achievement would not have happened, it would not have been possible without the steadfast support and contributions of so many. To the community leaders who held this vision close, to the business leaders who invested in making Little Arabia a thriving destination, the activists and the advocates who never gave up, even when progress seemed to be slow, the allies who stood by our side, and the council members who listened and acted. Thank you all. As we celebrate today, let us remember that this sign is just the beginning. It's a promise to continue building a vibrant, welcoming community where the stories, traditions, and contributions of Arab Americans are uplifted and celebrated. Little Arabia is not just a destination. It's a beacon of what can be achieved when we come together for a shared purpose. Thank you all for making this day possible. We are all proud of what we've accomplished, and we look forward to a bright future ahead. Thank you.
If I can now ask Mayor Aiken, Councilmember Leon to join Rashad and myself up on the stage for the unveiling. If I can kindly ask everyone to remain seated for the unveiling so we can capture the moment. After that, we would like to welcome all our electeds and dignitaries here with us today for another photo op. So thank you so much.
1, 2, 3.